body 2 has some differences. This is body 2 disadvantage. Let's start. Having mentioned the above points, what does it mean? Having mentioned, after writing above points. And what does above points mean? Body 1 points. Having mentioned the above points, let's write that here. Having mentioned the above points, continue. There appears to be. Again, appears. What does that mean? Seems. Or is. One logical. And when we say logical, it means reasonable. We need to have keyword 2 this time. First, keyword 1, benefit, positive aspect, advantage. What about keyword 2? What is our keyword 2? Drawback. Or, paraphrase, disadvantage, or negative aspect. That's our keyword 2, second part. So we will write, having mentioned the above points, there appears to be one logical choose any. I'd like to write disadvantage now because we already use aspect. Okay, so let's use disadvantage. Keep going. That must be taken into consideration. Be taken into, and when we say consideration, this is the verb, the noun for consider. It means to think carefully. So, there appears to be one logical disadvantage that must be taken into consideration. And this can be pointed to our main point. Now remember, our main point is also noun or verb ing form, okay? The main point is always noun or verb ing. So, what's a disadvantage of traveling to other countries compared to traveling in your own place, like domestic travel, and traveling to other countries? Many people experience paying a lot of money, right? It's more expensive if you travel to other countries. So we can say that the most important logical disadvantage can be pointed to. Everybody say pointed to.
Pointed to.
We can say cost, right? Or we can say expenses, isn't it? What kind of cost? High cost or high expenses. That's our main point. That's one disadvantage. We need to pay a lot of money. Okay? Expenses. John, what is a higher word for expenses? Okay, that's what we're going to learn tonight. If you're taking academic, who's taking academic? Good. You need to learn this word for task 1 writing. Expenses, the longer version is expenditure. Same word, expenditure. John, that's too long. I can't remember that. Okay, you can use expenses. Okay, everybody say expenses. Cost. Expenditure. If you need 5.5, this is fine. If you need higher score, try using more higher level vocabulary. Can I need 8? Okay, that's a big challenge, but expenditure. Okay, so let's write that down here. That must be taken into consideration, and this can be pointed to. What is it? High expenditure. Now, if on the test you don't know the noun form, what is the second option? Verb ing. So I'll give you another example. And this can be pointed to spending large amount of financial resources. Same meaning, isn't it? Same meaning. But this time, spending. Verb ing. That's the second best option. Spending large amount of money. What is money? Financial resources. So this is your second option. However, I want to use noun form. What is noun form? Expenditure. I want to use the noun. Noun is always better. Okay, now, what's the next step? You need to say this word. It is believed that there are individuals. It is believed. What does that mean? It, the verb, PP 동사. Everybody say, it is.
It is.
Believe.
Believe.
Some people believe. Example, let's write this down. It is believed that English is an important language. It is believed that English is an important language. It is PP. So we change that by saying some people believe that English is important. Now, why did you write this, John? It is believed. Why not some people believe? Everybody say, it is.
It is.
Believe.
Believe.
The first line is more formal. Understand? So when we are writing essays, some people like using it is PP 동사. Okay? It is believed. Another example, they say it is said. Same pattern. It is people. Okay? Some people believe. Some people think. Right, now let's continue. It is believed there are individuals negatively affected by the topic. What is our topic today? Overseas travel, isn't it? In this modern society. What is a modern society? Nowadays, right? In this modern society. Okay, let's write that down here. It is believed that there are individuals negatively affected by, and then our main topic. What is our topic? Overseas travel. In this modern society. So, step one, what is our main point? High expenditure. Again, repeat. Overseas travel has some negative effect. How did we say it? Busa. Negatively affected. What is it? Negative effect. Everybody say negatively.
Negatively.
Affected.
Affected.
By. Okay? Next, we need to explain. What do we mean? We will say to demonstrate. What does demonstrate mean? To show or to explain. To demonstrate this, people who, we need to say that, people who verb are verb ing. So this is something interesting. I need you to focus before we go home. We need to have two verbs. First verb, we have to put who and verb. Okay? So example, to demonstrate this, people who first verb. People who travel abroad. Don't write that yet. We need to change travel because we've used travel many times. What is another word for travel? Trip. Or starts with letter J. Journey. Good. So people who journey abroad. That's our first line. Okay? In this template, I'm just putting this bar. In the test, don't do that. The bar just so you understand. And then our main, our ing. What is our main topic? Expenditure. So we can say, our spending, what did we say? Large amount of financial resources. Now, if you want to get better score, if you need good score, you need to have some more detail. Example, many people who journey overseas spend a lot of money, finish. But if you want good score, you need to have some more specific, terpilata idea. Where do they spend the money when they travel? Accommodation. What is accommodation? Hotel, inn. What else? How do you go there? Do you fly? Do you usually by transport? Cost, isn't it? So we can say, to demonstrate, people who journey abroad are spending large amount of financial resources for, number one, accommodation and transportation fares. Right? It's very specific. So people who travel to other countries, they spend a lot of money for, number one, accommodation. Number two, transportation fares. Got it?